Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Hello. Hopefully, everybody's doing well today. Welcome to the second half of the week. Let's see, who do we have in so far? Potentially, we have Mel, Silas, and Skull Flipper, and then I see we have Act. Hello, welcome to the show. How is everybody doing? What's going on, Shroom? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the second half of the week. Hopefully, your day is going well. Uh, I have had a productive day, but it hasn't been the absolute best, just simply because I've got a headache and my air conditioner stopped working after a little blip in our power last night. So thankfully, I have a air conditioner in my office that is currently running and keeping me chill. But as soon as I step outside my office, it is very hot and muggy at the moment. I'm good. Just ordered food, even though I really can't afford it right now after buying me and Jack plane tickets to Utah. Gotcha. And I am assuming, I shouldn't assume, is that for Blade Show West? I would die without my air conditioning. Yeah. Again, I have it. I have my window unit right here running, and it's keeping me cool. But outside of this room, the only tolerable space in my house is in the basement. What's going on, Jax? How are you? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the second half of the week. But a little spoiler for everybody. I am happy to report that I finally finished recording an upcoming video that as soon as I can get DaVinci Resolve to work for me, I will start working on getting that packaged up and pushed out to YouTube. So new video on the horizon, just a matter of time. But everything is shot. I just need to stitch everything together and upload it. So that's kind of exciting. My first video in quite some time. Oh, yay. Ask Jack any questions you have with DaVinci. Well, right now, my issue with DaVinci is it is not like I load in the videos and it is not making them so that I can like see them and view them. I think the videos are so large. So I'm going to keep giving it a go. And then worst case scenario, what I'm going to end up doing is running those files, running the videos through Handbrake and condensing them down so that they're not so big. Because I'm assuming it's because I shot in 4K and the files are huge and my computer does not want to process them. Yo, what's good, Unc? What's going on, Silas? Welcome to the show. How are we doing, my friend? Yeah, thankfully, with the way that I shot the Strange, Jack might know how to fix it because that should not be a problem. I agree, that should not be a problem. But should, could, would, or otherwise, it is what it is. So I will I will continue to work through it. I'm great. What about you? I'm doing all right. I have a bit of a headache. My air conditioner stopped working, and the guy won't be able to come out to fix it until tomorrow afternoon. But aside from that, I just finished recording everything that I need for my next video. So while I don't do videos very often, I do have one that I am now working on doing the final touches on. So kind of excited about that. Mhm. All right, I'm gonna flip something else because my hands are getting sticky with the humidity. This is not much better. That was buns. That's a ring of shame. In all honesty, with as many computer problems as I have been having today, I was totally expecting that I was going to end up getting a bunch of dropped frames when I started the stream. So that's actually a good thing. We're not having streaming issues at the moment. Lots of lurkers today. Are there? Oh, there are. That's fine. Everybody knows I love my lurkers. So nobody has to interact with the chat. I appreciate anybody who tunes in. That is totally fine. Lurkers are the best. I agree. I appreciate the lurkers. Much love to the lurkers. Ugh. I'm flipping, that's why. No worries, Act. Not joking when I say much love to the lurkers. Totally fine. And Act, so you got the answer in. You have that now, right? And then you also you have had the shattered trainer for a while now. How's the shattered trainer still working out for you? And am I correct that you have the answer now, or is that still a waiting game on delivery? I don't recall. I know that you've said so in the past, but I don't remember. You love it so much, the shattered trainer. Nice. Okay. Okay, so it's the what you love so much is the answer, so that you do have that and you are flipping it. Awesome. And the shattered is so fun, long and flowy. Very cool. Very cool. Hello, everyone, says Shroom. So historically, my gripe with this Bali, and it's been a very gentle gripe because I like it. It's fun. I don't really have any true complaints about it. But I have noted in the past that this Bali has absolutely no grip whatsoever. But the benefit there is on humid days like today, my hand is not sticking to it in any way, shape, or form. So that makes it very flippable. The only two Balis I really flip anymore. I can understand why. I don't know about the shattered. I've never flipped one, but I can definitely understand the appeal of the answer, because that is a great flipper. If I need a live blade, I got it. If I want a trainer, I've also got it, but also different enough. Wait, if I want a trainer, I've also got it, but also different enough. Very cool. Yeah, options are a good thing. I am a big supporter of having Bali options because they're fun. Sometimes you want something neutral. Sometimes you want something comically handle biased. Sometimes you want something right there in the middle. Each Bali has its own balance profile. So anytime I'm trying to learn something new, if I think I have it figured out on the Teflon Vault, which is what I use to learn all of my new tricks. If I think I have it figured out on the Teflon Vault, then I go through my different Balis to figure out what I can drill most effectively. Normally, that would be the Community Kraken. It is my default drilling Bali. I flip this more than I flip anything else. But every now and then, the Kraken is just not what I can get something down on easily. And the example that I always give is when I was working on the choker fan. This was probably one of the last Balis that I was able to figure the choker fan out on. And in that case, I was using the Orion S because those handles were were very easy to get the choker fan on. What's going on, Skull Flipper? How are we doing today? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the second half of the week. Hopefully you are having a good day. My day has been kind of a roller coaster. Not in a extremely bad way. Just I have a headache, which sucks. My air conditioner stopped working in our house, and the guy won't be able to come out until tomorrow to fix it. So that sucks. But after work, I did finally finish up all of the recording that I needed to do for my next long form video, which I don't do the long form videos these days very much anymore. I normally just stick to the live streams, but I did want to do a new video. So I finished recording that, and now I am just working through the hiccups of getting it loaded up and editable, so I can put the finishing touches on and upload it onto YouTube. So hopefully you all will be seeing a new video here pretty soon. What's going on, Sammy? Sammy says, "Sup, Unc? Did you see my recent announcement? I hope to see you there if possible." Sadly, I will not be able to be there. It is too far for me. I am not able to do any. Well, I can't say I'm not able to do any out of state trips, but yeah, I'm not going to be making any out of state trips here in the near or far future. Now that I think about it, I am done with my summertime traveling and am hunkering down more locally for the rest of the summer. But thank you for shooting that my way. I did see it, and hopefully you have a really cool turnout. Nope. But yeah, one thing that I realized when I was prepping for the video that I just shot, I had to go back through and do some time stamping on a number of things. And I knew that I was coming up on my 1-year anniversary in the Balisong hobby and in the community as a bona fide flipper. And what I learned was, technically speaking, I have hit my 1-year anniversary as a flipper because 1 year ago, this last weekend, I had printed my first 3D printed Balisong. So I hadn't purchased a metal or a plastic trainer from any company, but I did print my first Balisong and start flipping it now a little over a year ago. So I am now officially 1 year in the hobby. So that's pretty exciting. So happy Balisong anniversary to me. All right, let's see. I just keep doing the same stuff. Nope. My stainless steel Astra developed blade rub randomly. I wasn't even beating it. How is yours? So I don't have blade rub, thankfully, but I did notice today that I have a little bit of tap, and I have not checked to see if it's just a simple matter of tightening some stuff, or oh, it might be tightening some stuff. Tap is gone. Nope, my Astra is still doing well. Don't have blade rub, and at the moment don't have blade tap, or yeah, tap. So no, mine's holding up pretty well. Mine also, I'm not really beating it per se, though it did take a number of drops on the tile floor today. But I don't think this has seen concrete yet because it has been so hot of late. I haven't really been going anywhere. So I haven't really had an opportunity to like flip walking through a parking lot or walking down a sidewalk or anything like that. So, so far so good, Pico. By the way, hi, welcome to the show. Welcome to the second half of the week. How are you doing today, Pico? Hmm. Another thing that I like about the stainless steel Astra is the fact that um, while some of my ballets do get tacky in the hand when the humidity is high, the stainless steel Astra is not one of those that does. It stays uh, pretty pretty consistent regardless of humidity, which is nice. It's still really fun with the blade colliding. Wait, even with the blade colliding with the handle every now and then. Also, I'm doing well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that you are doing well. All right, let's switch over to the Orion V1.5. It's funny how every single time I'm live streaming, I totally forget everything that I typically do when I'm flipping. Even when I'm sitting here trying to think, okay, what do I normally do? My mind just goes blank and I stick to my default. Sammy says, thanks, gotta bounce. But it was nice being on stream again. See you, Unc. Take it easy, Sammy. Have a good rest of the day and a good rest of the week. All right. So, so everyone is aware, we're probably not going to have a super long stream today. Uh, Partially because my flipping is not going that great because my hands are so damp with humidity, but also partially because I have a headache. So we will see how long the stream goes, but don't be surprised if we wrap things up near the 30-minute mark, just so that everybody is aware. Unc, I love you. Thanks for being so awesome. I got to go. Hope your headache feels better. Thank you, Shroom. Have yourself a great rest of the day, great rest of the week. Love you too. And thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see how the um, Lifrix canvas flips. Oh, this isn't too bad. It's just super light, so it feels off. Man. Let's try the refill. Yeah, okay. I thought that was a ring of shame. I've got a headache as well. It's got to be the humidity. I think for me, it's probably a mix between the humidity and the fact that our air conditioner stopped working, so the house is much warmer. I went to the beach today. The waves were nice. Very cool. I haven't been to the beach in quite some time, actually. What's up? Glad I made it. What's going on, Ghost? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the second half of the week. I'm glad that you made it because I was just talking about the fact that I'm probably not going to be streaming for very long today for a multitude of reasons. One of which being I have a headache and our air conditioner is busted. So it's, a little warm in here. But thank you for making it. I appreciate it. Your support is always top notch. Your AC is broke. That sucks, man. Yeah. Last night, as I was getting ready for bed, our power had a little hiccup. Like literally, it just blipped. It wasn't even out for 2 seconds. And when I got up this morning, I realized that while the air conditioner is working, the fan isn't blowing anything out of it, so it's not actually cooling the house. So I had to turn the air conditioner off. Otherwise, it's just turning my furnace into a literal freezer, where none of that cold air is going anywhere. So Guy won't be able to get here until tomorrow afternoon to fix it. But because the air conditioner itself is still functional, it should hopefully just be either replacing something on the board or the blower motor in the furnace itself. But it's definitely not having to replace the air conditioner unit itself, which is good. That would be the more expensive solution. So it could definitely be worse. During COVID, we actually had an issue where our air conditioner died. And during COVID, everybody was running out of all things. And it probably took us a solid 3 weeks before our installer could get his hands on an air conditioner unit to put in our house. So that was 3 weeks without heat or without AC, whereas we're just going to have to, survive the next day. So it could definitely be worse. Dang, man, hope it gets better. Seems like a really annoying situation. Yeah, I mean, it is. Thankfully, I have a in-window air conditioner in my office because between the computer, PlayStation, TV, heating elements for the snake, all of these things make my office very hot, and I work out of here. So the only way to keep my office halfway decent is to have an air conditioner specifically for the room anyways. So it's definitely easier for me to deal with than it is for anybody else in the house. Oof. Hello, hello. What's going on, Tevco? How are we doing today? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the second half of the week. Hopefully you are doing well today. And then the other thing that I had mentioned earlier in the stream, just so everyone is aware, one of the good things that came out of today was I finally finished recording what I needed to for my next video, which is really exciting. I just need to stitch it together, make sure that I don't need to edit anything out, and then get it uploaded. So we should have a new video, long form video, not live stream, dropping on the channel here in the next day or so. So I'm pretty excited about that. And in my preparing for that video and doing a little timeline digging for that video, I actually learned, because if anybody doesn't know, I have been talking about how my 1-year anniversary in the Balisong hobby is coming up this month. What I didn't realize is My 1 year anniversary in the Balisong hobby was actually this last weekend. So I have officially been flipping Balisongs in the community for the last year. I didn't start making videos until probably late July, if not August. But I have officially been flipping Balisongs of some sort ever since a year ago this last weekend. So that's pretty cool. And then Tevko says, I bought an Orion V2 Live Blade. Very cool. Has it showed up yet? And Gator says, Balisong. What's going on, Gator? How are we doing today? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the second half of the week. Hopefully you are having a nice day. No, it hasn't shown up yet? Okay. Ugh. All right. Let's see what else to flip. Yeah, I'm very interested to hear your take on the Orion V2 Live Blade. What's going on, Mystic? How are we doing today? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the second half of the week. Hopefully you are doing well. I think I've been flipping on and off for like 3 years, but I've never got serious until about a year ago. Gotcha. Very cool. Yeah. So yeah, officially, and the funny thing is, so the first Balisong that I ever got, the first Balisong I ever printed was this very generic, Balisong. But when I decided to take a look and see when I downloaded this file, it was actually 4th of July, 2025. So yeah, 4th of July marks my official 1 year anniversary of having a Balisong in my possession, whether it be a metal Balisong, plastic Balisong, 3D printed Balisong. It all started a year ago this last weekend. So very cool. It is going all right, Mystic. Not the greatest, but not the worst either. Have a little bit of a headache, and my air conditioner broke today. Or at least the fan that blows the cold air throughout the house broke today. So those are my gripes for the day. But I have a new video that's coming out here in the next couple of days as soon as I get everything all put together. Good things too. How about yourself? How are you doing? And Tevko says, I'm probably going to 3D print a Balisong and get some hardware and make my own small little company. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Give me a minute. I'm going to throw up the be right back sign. I'm going to sit down a little, get a little bit more comfortable. Not necessarily going to wrap things up quite yet, but we're getting there. So I'll be right back. And I am back. And Mystic says, getting sick, so I've just been home all day. Man, that is a bummer. I'm sorry you're getting sick. That really sucks. Ugh. It's never fun being sick. Mm. So sticky with the polish. But I love flipping it. More time to flip, I guess. Nice. Way to put a positive spin on being sick. The funny thing is, I notice like all of the things that I try to do while I flip. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I can catch up on some anime while I flip, and then I get so sucked into the show I'm watching that I stop flipping and I just pay attention. Same thing with streams, like Bali streams even. I put on a Bali stream and start flipping, and then next thing I know, the ballad song is sitting down. I'm typing on the keyboard. I'm not flipping anymore. I'm just watching the stream. Um, so things tend to distract me from flipping. So when I'm doing my dedicated flipping sessions, honestly, I can't have anything on the TV. I just put on music and flip in a very boring music filled room, and that seems to work for me. What Kraken do you flip the most? Without question, the Kraken I flip the most is the community Kraken, the full channel um, community Kraken. I do very much enjoy pulling out the Unc Kraken with the speed channels, but this is the one that feels the best for me. I like the weight of the full channel handles, and just all in all, it's the most consistent for me. Likewise, music is where it's at. That's right. Full channel feels so premium. Yeah, I agree. There's something about the density of the handles just goes away when you have the speed channel. It just doesn't feel as solid. I mean, there's not as much material there, so it makes sense. But on the same accord, it kind of doesn't make sense because it's still, I mean, it's not like it's become spongy with that missing material here. And it's not the weight, it's just the dense feel of the handles. It feels more solid. Full channel Tonto Peak. Yes, that is my preference. Is the full channel Tonto. Though I do love the sound of the speed channels, and I like the fact that the speed channel Kraken does fan a lot better. But as far as which Kraken do I flip the most, it's definitely the community Kraken. What's going on, Two-Bit? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the second half of the week. Hopefully you are doing well, my friend. Blue Bomber says, probably a little lucky I can flip on the low at work. When your belly is your distraction, you can get a lot of work done, or a lot of work in. Cool. I have historically found opportunities to flip while I work, but that's normally like if I'm on a meeting where I just need to, listen and pay attention. I can idly flip while I'm doing that. But it has been a long time since I have found myself in the position where I have had that availability. So these days, all of my flipping is done after work hours, after family time, after I've watched my anime or whatever it is that I happen to be watching. And obviously I flip on stream, but this is horrible flipping. Like I'm not doing any of the stuff that I'm working on. I am just going through my mindless flipping, and it is a travesty. But for the life of me, as I said earlier in the stream, my mind just goes blank when I'm live. I totally forget all of the stuff that I'm working on. Don't lie, Bali Unc. You freak off a little during the day. Well, I mean, I always look for opportunities to flip. Anytime I leave my office, to run to the kitchen to get some, like I don't leave my office without a Bali in hand. So yes, I definitely look for opportunities to flip a Bali. throughout the day. Anytime I go anywhere inside my house or outside of my house, I always have to have a Bali with me because it's necessary. It's mandatory. I flip and drive. I do not. I do not support flipping and driving. I don't even support flipping and being a passenger. It's too risky from my perspective. But I am not criticizing you, Pico. I am just tossing out my 2 cents. Um, and then 2-Bit says, real flippa stuff. Burgundy, how are we doing? What's going on? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the second half of the week. Hopefully you are doing well. And I think I missed a comment here. I do want a glide Bowie eventually. Yeah, the glide Krakens are nice. I am so far away from the last time I had flipped one that it's hard to compare. It definitely feels more dense in the hand than the speed channel Kraken does also. Despite the fact that it does have speed channels, it does feel more dense, kind of like the full channel Kraken. I mean, I like it. I'm definitely not in a rush to get one. My next Kraken, if I were to get a next Kraken, would actually be a trainer, just so that, because both of these being live blades, even if I dull them, technically speaking, I shouldn't have them in my pocket when I go out in public because of the length of the blade and the fact that it is technically a knife. So I could get in trouble for that. And the thought of especially one of my Krakens being confiscated is terrifying to me. So I would eventually like to get a Kraken trainer. So if I was to get another Kraken, it would probably be one of those. Probably not a glide Kraken. There's nothing about the glide Kraken that really draws me to it, because if I want something with speed channels, I have that. If I want something that feels denser in the hand, I have that. So I'm good. And Burgundy says, doing good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. All right. All right, and I am basically just going to keep repeating myself throughout this entire stream because we keep having more people come in. So everyone is aware, I do have a new video in the works that will be coming out. They are completely legal to own and carry in your jurisdiction. Well, the thing with my jurisdiction that I'm not aware of, though, is blade length, because historically I was under the impression that there was a max blade length of 3.5 inches, and anything longer than that would be considered a concealed weapon that I could then get in trouble with. But I don't know. Technically speaking, I haven't looked into it in a long time. So you could very well be right. I trust you a 2-Bit, but I will look into it. And then Tevko says, the Bowie has more blade weight. Just some useful information if you ever get one. That's good to know. I don't know that that's enough of a selling factor for me to feel the need to get a Bowie blade, just simply because I would still flip the Tonto over the Bowie just because I like the look of it better. So, and then Mel says, oh, what's going on, Mel? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the second half of the week. Hopefully you are doing well. Burgundy says, I have a funny story. So my girlfriend can't focus with noises around, and she was telling me a story when I was flipping, so she told me to stop, and I did, but I couldn't focus on her story because of my ADHD. That is hilarious. I'll double check blade length, but I believe you're under the incorrect impression. It's quite possible. I happen to be wrong all the time. You can ask my wife. And Mel says, what's up, bro? How you doing? I'm doing all right. I have a bit of a headache, but it seems to be subsiding a little bit. The air conditioner in our house, the blower stopped working, so the air is not working until tomorrow afternoon, so that kind of sucks. But I finished recording what is going to be my next video, which is exciting. And officially, as of this last weekend, I have been flipping balisongs. I have been in the balisong hobby now officially for a year. So I hit my 1 year anniversary in the balisong hobby, which is pretty exciting for me because this is the coolest hobby and greatest community that I have ever been a part of. So I'm really excited about the fact that I've hit that 1 year milestone. Crazy, these are even illegal anywhere anymore, with folders being what they are. Same with nunchucks. Where was this spat of nunchuck crimes that brought this one? That is a good point. I agree. I have already mentioned a number of times, this in no way, shape, or form, from my perspective, is a weapon. This is a tool for flow art that happens to be able to cut open a box. This is the most um, uh, I don't know, useless form of a knife when it comes to weaponry. Just so many ways that you can hurt yourself and not, uh, uh, I don't know. It's a dumb weapon. It's great for fun. It's great for fidgeting. It's a great flow art. But it's a idiotic weapon from my perspective. That's very ironic because my air conditioner broke yesterday. LOL. Oh man, I'm sorry. I feel the pain. That sucks. Drink more water, bro. Also, did you actually pay like 500 for the answer? It was near that, but not quite. Okay, laws are the exact same wording as my state. The only restriction is you can't carry a knife with the intent to harm, which you know you wouldn't do anyway. Which I know you wouldn't do anyway. Yep, that's right. So that's that situation where you never want to, if you're ever asked, hey, what is that? You never want to say, oh, that's for self-defense. In that case, it's for harm, and that makes it illegal. Whereas, it just being a tool isn't. I'm assuming. So I got beat up by a ninja with nunchucks. I was part of the nunchuck abolitionists. All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that travesty that you that befell upon you, 2-bit. I went to a Pokemon Go meetup and found a guy with the same Kraken I have. LOL. We were both flipping. That is really, really cool. And then Tevko says live blades are banned because in the 90s there were multiple stabbings. Gotcha. And then it's been vilified in the movies for whatever reason. Because again, I mean, any movie scene I have ever seen where someone is trying to be intimidating with a balisong, it's comical. I don't understand how it would be considered intimidating. But that's because I've seen what actual flipping is, and I just, I look at it and I kind of laugh because it's like you don't even know what you're doing. Ugh. All right, that's sticky. And that's dropping. All right. Well, I said I wasn't gonna go much further past the 30-minute mark. We just hit 45 minutes. I am starting to get overheated, and I probably should go and get some water. So I think I'm going to start wrapping things up and saying goodbye to everybody. We'll give everybody a minute in the chat, though. In the meantime, anybody who isn't in the chat, any of my lurkers, I absolutely love my lurkers. Thank you guys for being here. Mel says it's intimidating if you don't know what they are and they do some trick and open it into a knife. True. Shout out to the movies. Ladies from Tinder think I'm a bad boy for playing with my butterfly knife. That's hilarious, 2-bit. I believe it, but it's still hilarious. All right, so I said hi and thank you to the lurkers. Everybody who's been in chat, thank you all very much for tuning in, piping up. giving me somebody to talk to while I flipped and made it through this last 45 minutes. Again, keep an eye out for my upcoming video. Don't know when it's going to drop. It all depends on how quickly I can get it all put together. But in the meantime, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for saying hi. We'll see you guys in the next one. Love you.